Well, ladies and gentlemen, the game that everybody thought was going to fail and knew was going to fail has finally failed, as Highguard will be shutting down March 12th. I don't think this came as a surprise for anybody. I certainly wasn't surprised by it. I mean, the player base just went rapidly downhill within the first month of it being out, and I mean, the game hasn't even lasted a month and a half. And I mean, I guess it does suck for the team who worked on it. I'm sure some people on that team poured some passion into it. I can't imagine it just being the most soulless project on earth, but it is kind of just what it felt like. Also, I love this. He posted this 48 hours before the game went live and is now currently letting everybody know that this game will officially be going offline on March 12th. So yeah, sad to see. I'm sure some people don't think it's very sad, but I didn't enjoy the game, to be honest. So it's not like I'm happy to see it go. I'm not ever happy to see something go, but I'm not sad that it's going, The game just wasn't really my forte. It was very heavy on the Apex Legends combat, which I can appreciate. I like the movement and fast-paced Apex, combat, whatnot. But everything else about it was just so slow and tedious and just annoying. The game was more or less just a copy and paste of a few different games, if I'm being honest. So yeah, it didn't have its own like identity or its own like anything to drive it forward. There's just nothing for people to latch onto. And I admit, like, the gameplay was different. The entire, everything together. I admit I've never played anything like it before, but I don't think I'd ever play anything like it again. It's hollow, to put it bluntly. I think that's probably the most applicable word. People just didn't want more shooter live service slop, and I mean, you can't really blame anybody. I mean, live service is starting to get like very, very worn out. Everybody is just abusing their titles with live service games at this point. And I honestly think that is another thing, is when there's just so much bad reputation around a game, even if the game is bad or not, once people just latch on to the idea that the game is going to be dog shit and the game isn't going to play or run or just pan out the way that people want it to, you just creating a snowball effect. Eventually people latch onto the idea, and then there's the type of situation with like Marathon, where Bungie created their own twist on an extraction shooter game, and people are pretty much boycotting it because of the fact that they wanted a Destiny 2, or they wanted something far off the lines of what they've just given us, which you can't blame people for wanting their gaming companies to create the games that are tailored for them. I mean, that's what we all want. We all want our gaming companies to basically fan service for everybody, essentially for everybody who plays the games, So I mean, once the community that drives the company to create this game doesn't like the game that's being created and boycotts it to the most extreme amounts, then yeah, the game is going to just crash, just straight downhill. And perfect example with Highguard. And for as many people that hate on Marathon as there is, I genuinely enjoy Marathon. I think it was a good, refreshing experience for most of the games that I've been playing currently. Yeah, it's not the best game on earth, and it's definitely got its quirks, but I don't want to see a game go downhill that has potential and that has heart just because, the community wanted something else. And unfortunately, that's a harsh reality that you have to deal with a lot of titles, but I should give Highguard one more chance. Maybe I go back and play like 3 more games or something before the servers shut down. And maybe I'll add it to the end of this video. We'll see. But yeah, just some little Highguard drama. The game was never destined to succeed, so this is more of a video farewelling it goodbye. I don't have Highguard downloaded, and I probably will not download it. So I'm probably not going to put it in the end of this video, but maybe before the 16th, we'll go back and we'll run it, and we'll just have one last hurrah before the servers officially shut down. That might be fun. If you like this type of content, please drop a like, drop a follow. I appreciate it very much. A little goes a long way. Have a blessed day. I appreciate you watching this video. Peace out.